Hello everyone, this is Burj Khalifa. This is the tallest skyscraper in the world. But you know, a huge structure was built under the sea. From oil rigs as big as skyscrapers, to undersea tunnels and bridges. This huge underwater project is the most ambitious building in history. This time, we'll discuss the massive scale of this project and explain the construction process. So stay tuned for the video. The most expensive person in the world. More than 100 million barrels of food are used around the world every day. This means oil companies continue to search for new oil reserves to meet growing demand. More than 2/3 of the world's oil and gas are stored below sea level. In order to exploit these resources, people built huge beach dams. Tanhayu was built in the late 19th century, built in water depths less than 100 meters. Oil companies at that time has begun investing heavily in technology. In fact, oil production, taller than several skyscrapers on land. 1997 Shell Global Energy and Petrochemicals. First crude oil extraction plant built in the Gulf of Mexico. It's called Hongya Platform. This platform is taller than the Empire State Building. Construction cost exceeds $100 million, equivalent to 1.5 trillion US tons. Since internal history, higher oil prices have become commonplace. There are currently oil prices above the 500-meter height limit. The oldest is Celestiu Winco. The platform was built in 1988. High 529 meters, almost as tall as the World Trade Center in New York. In the changing times, Chevron built 6-meter tall Petroni. US Icon Tower. At that time the tower was the tallest building in the world, but was beaten by Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Recently, it was defeated by the 679-meter tall Francia Matakata. Doesn't stop there. Now the oil pumping plant has also been deepened to 2,900 meters underwater. Subsea oil pumping plant construction model. Pumping plant construction is completed first at the surface plant, then transported to the middle of the ocean. For example, the 400-meter-long Cowboy Tower, built vertically in Texas. The building was not moved to the site. The building shall be assembled in alignment with building pole. After a 5-day process, building finally ready for installation above the prepared oil well. It was the largest building built at that time, and move it to the site. The installation of the structure itself needs to be reversed. 2.5-degree slope. Then use the remote control and underwater camera. Sink the structure into the sea. This project took more than 5 years in total. It cost more than $500 million at the time, or equivalent to 7.6 trillion US tons. Some large oil drill bits, such as bow and coup, is static, for use in submersibles up to 500 meters deep in the ocean. But oil and gas can also be found at greater depths. For depths of 501 km, towers suitable for construction have flat, tall, and flexible shape. It also needs to support its flexibility. The foundation, it is made of concrete and bricks designed too. Bear Greater Gaia. But build a brick tower on the ocean floor and install it on 3 kilometers under the sea is impractical, so engineers will choose use reinforced oil rigs. This is more realistic, because he implemented it. Keeping oil rigs afloat via a long distance or extra long cable connected to oil well. For example, by Shell, Chevron, Perdido, jointly operated with BP, oil rig. The Perdido rig allows passage of 170 meters of Lang Lang ore. Soak in water and use wine roots. Drilling line tied to bottom and conducted on a drilling rig built in Finland in 2008, drilling to a depth of over 2.5 kilometers. The world's deepest oil mine. Its depth has reached 0.9 kilometers, located on the seabed. Underwater bridge. The bridge bank of the main body of the underwater bridge. In cross-border areas can be constructed by different methods. Water channel. The most common technique is to use agarwood cofferdam-driven piles. Agarwood itself is a concrete structure. Build on land first, and then lower to each level where the water has been drained beforehand. During this process, sand excavation and drainage will continue until the agarwood touches the bedrock. In this way, agarwood becomes the basis of water architecture. The cofferdam. It's a big pit with a wall surrounding the water. Drain the water from the cofferdam. Create a safe construction space. Then install the foundation in this room. The cofferdam will then be removed. Continue construction. Another proven method for building underwater bridges. It is a driven pile foundation, or use machinery to drive piles into the earth and rock one by one. The whole process can be said to be similar to pouring concrete on the ground. After filling the concrete, this becomes a solid foundation for the bridge. Utilize driving pile technology. Bangladesh has just built the longest bridge in the country. Total length 6.15 kilometers. Padma Bridge. It is also the deepest in the world. The bridge piers here were pushed to the bottom of the river at a record depth of 127 meters. Due to the strong currents of the Padma River, so this kind of construction initially posed a serious challenge. This makes installing the piers very difficult. And for many years, the design of the bridge piers had to be changed multiple times, at least 10 times. Okay guys. This is our interesting topic this time. What do you think? Write your opinions and suggestions in the comment area. Hope this video is useful to you. See you next time.